There's a quiet truth that many people live with, yet rarely talk about: being friendless. Maybe you're in school, and while everyone else seems to move in groups, you sit at the back alone. Maybe you're an adult who finds it harder to connect, harder to trust, harder to fit into circles that seem so natural for others. Or maybe you once had friends, but life took them away: distance, betrayal, death, or simply the drift of time. Whatever your story, one thing is clear: being friendless hurts. And yet, it also shapes us. Today, we're going to explore what it really means, deep inside the body, mind, and soul, to live with no close friends. And by the end, I want you to see, there's nothing wrong with being friendless. But, is it really that simple? The human wiring for connection. Science tells us something powerful: humans are social animals. From the earliest days of evolution, survival wasn't about strength alone, it was about belonging. Cavemen who stood alone were less likely to live long enough to pass on their genes. So our bodies wired us for connection. That's why when you're friendless, your brain doesn't just say, "Oh, that's sad." No, it fires alarm bells, pumping stress hormones like cortisol. Loneliness is as real a danger signal to the body as hunger or thirst. Studies have shown that long-term friendlessness can affect your immune system, raising the risk of heart disease, depression, even shorter lifespans. It's as if the body whispers, "Alone? You're not safe." And yet, here you are. Alive. Breathing. Standing. That means there's more to the story. The mental weight of being alone. Friendlessness has psychological weight. When there's no one to call, no one to text, no one to share small victories with, your mind can spiral. Self-doubt creeps in. You might think, "What's wrong with me? Why am I not enough?" But pause here. Because that thought, the idea that being friendless equals being worthless, is a lie. It's a lie society tells you. Movies, ads, even social media feeds, everything is built on the image of togetherness. Groups laughing. Friends clinking glasses. Families smiling at the dinner table. But life isn't always that way. Some people's paths are lonelier. Some people's purpose calls them to silence. And friendlessness isn't always a punishment, it can also be a training ground. The sociological lens. Sociologists describe loneliness as not just an individual issue, but a societal one. Think about it, cities with millions of people still have countless souls who feel utterly invisible. Technology connects us globally, yet people feel more isolated than ever. Why? Because true friendship is not just about being surrounded. It's about being seen. Friendlessness reveals something uncomfortable about our culture: we value popularity more than authenticity. Numbers over depth. Followers over real friends. And in that culture, it's easy to believe you don't belong. But remember this, belonging doesn't always mean blending in. Sometimes, belonging means standing out, choosing a different road. The body keeps the score. Physiologically, friendlessness manifests in the body. Stress hormones rise. Sleep gets disturbed. The nervous system stays on edge, as if bracing for a danger that never comes. But here's the flip side, science also shows that solitude, if embraced, can do the opposite. Alone time can lower stress, boost creativity, and even increase self-awareness. Monks, sages, and thinkers across history sought solitude not as punishment, but as power. So, the same condition, friendlessness, can either destroy you or build you, depending on how you hold it. The soul's perspective. Now let's move beyond science. To the soul. When you walk friendless, you meet yourself. No masks, no roles, no performance. Just you. It's terrifying at first. The silence. The self-criticism. The endless scrolling, hoping for a message that never comes. But in that silence is also a voice, the voice of your soul. It whispers, "You are enough. You are worthy. You are whole, even alone." Great leaders, artists, and prophets throughout history often spent long seasons alone. They returned with wisdom, vision, strength. Maybe your season of friendlessness isn't a curse. Maybe it's a calling. The hidden benefits of being friendless. Let's flip the lens. What can friendlessness give you? Self-reliance. You learn to validate yourself, not through likes or compliments, but through your own reflection. Clarity. Without noise, you discover what truly matters to you. Freedom. You're not tied down by unhealthy dynamics, fake friendships, or toxic groups. Resilience. You become strong enough to stand alone, so when real connections come, they're by choice, not by desperation. Creativity. Many writers, inventors, and visionaries birthed their greatest ideas in solitude. Friendlessness can hurt, yes. But it can also heal, if you let it. The dark side, and the choice. Now, let's not sugarcoat it. Friendlessness can tip into despair, depression, anxiety, even dangerous thoughts. If you've been there, you know the ache. But here's the truth, you are never entirely alone. Even in your lowest moment, there are people, sometimes strangers, who care, who would listen, who would reach out if they only knew. And you have a choice. You can let friendlessness define you as unwanted. Or you can let it refine you into someone unshakable. A call to balance. So, is there anything wrong with having no friends? The answer is both yes and no. No, because your worth is not defined by your circle. You are whole on your own. Yes, because humans are wired for connection, and denying that completely can wound the body and spirit. The key is balance. Embrace solitude. But also remain open. Don't close your heart forever. The right people may come, not in crowds, but in ones and twos, in the quiet moments when you least expect it. If you are friendless right now, I want you to hear this: you are not broken. You are not a failure. You are in a season that can build you stronger than ever before. Use this time to discover yourself, to grow, to heal. And when the world tells you that being friendless is shameful, remind yourself, even without friends, you can still rise, still shine, still grow. And when friendship does find you again, it will not complete you. It will simply add to the wholeness you already built alone. If this message touched your heart today, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone who might be hurting in silence. And if you're walking this lonely road, know that this community, Grind and Grow, is a place where you're not unseen. Subscribe, stay connected, and let's grow together, because even when life feels lonely, you are never truly alone.